Hello and welcome to the Glow and Grow channel, a calm place where you can relax, slow down, and gently improve your English listening. Before we begin, let me ask you a simple question. How many times have you checked your phone today? Was it 10 times? Maybe 50? Or maybe you stopped counting a long time ago? In modern life, our phones are always near us. Notifications keep appearing. Messages keep coming. And without noticing, our attention slowly becomes more and more scattered. Today, we are going to talk about something that quietly affects almost everyone: digital detox, and how taking small breaks from our screens can help us reclaim our time, our focus, and the calm space in our minds. Many people do not realize how deeply technology has entered their daily routine. For many of us, the phone is the first thing we see in the morning and the last thing we see before we sleep. During the day, we check messages, scroll through social media, read news, watch short videos, and reply to notifications again and again. Sometimes we open our phone without even knowing why. It simply becomes a habit. Technology is very useful. It helps us communicate, learn, and work. But when we use it too much, something interesting begins to happen. Our attention becomes weaker. Instead of focusing deeply on one thing, our mind jumps quickly from one notification to another. One message, one video, one post, one comment. Slowly, our mind becomes used to constant stimulation. And when we try to sit quietly or focus on something important, it suddenly feels difficult. This is one reason why many people today feel mentally tired, even when they are not doing physically difficult work. Their mind is always active and always receiving new information. Another problem is that digital life can pull us away from the present moment. Imagine sitting with a friend at a cafe. But instead of talking and enjoying the moment, both people are looking at their phones. Or imagine walking in a beautiful park, but your attention is inside a small screen. Sometimes we are physically present, but mentally somewhere else. This is where the idea of digital detox becomes helpful. Digital detox simply means taking small breaks from constant digital stimulation. It does not mean that technology is bad. Technology can be very helpful and important in our lives. Digital detox only means creating healthy boundaries so that technology does not control all of our attention. The goal is not to remove technology from life, but to bring balance back. Let me share a simple example from my own experience. One evening, I opened my phone to check one message. But after that, I watched a short video, then another video, and then I opened social media. When I finally looked at the time, almost 30 minutes had passed. And when I put my phone down, I felt strangely tired. Not physically tired, but mentally tired. At that moment, I realized something important. My attention was being pulled in many different directions all the time. So I decided to try a small experiment. I did not delete all my apps, and I did not stop using my phone completely. Instead, I created small moments during the day where my phone was not present. For example, I stopped using my phone during meals. I also stopped checking my phone immediately after waking up. Instead, I gave myself about 10 quiet minutes in the morning before looking at any screen. At night, I tried to stop using my phone at least 30 minutes before sleep. At first, these changes felt a little uncomfortable. My mind still wanted to check notifications. But after a few days, something interesting happened. My mind became calmer. I started to notice small details again. I could hear the sound of birds outside. I could enjoy the feeling of fresh air during a walk. I could pay more attention to the taste of food during meals. Simple moments suddenly felt more enjoyable. This is one of the beautiful effects of digital detox. When our attention returns to the real world, life begins to feel richer and more meaningful. Another benefit is better focus. When our mind is not constantly interrupted by notifications, it becomes easier to concentrate. Reading becomes easier. Learning becomes easier. Creative thinking becomes easier. Even conversations with other people can become deeper and more meaningful. The good news is that digital detox does not need to be extreme. In fact, small changes are often the most powerful. You can create small, phone-free moments during the day. Maybe the first 10 minutes after waking up. Maybe during meals. Maybe during a walk outside. Or maybe the last 30 minutes before going to sleep. These small spaces allow your mind to rest and breathe. And slowly, something beautiful begins to happen. Your mind becomes clearer. Your focus becomes stronger. Your stress becomes lower. And you begin to feel more present in your own life. So today, try asking yourself a simple question. How much of my attention is living inside my phone? And how much of my attention is living in the real world around me? Technology should support our life, not replace it. When we sometimes step away from the screen, we begin to reclaim something very important: our attention, our time, and our life. So remember this simple idea. You do not need to disconnect from the world. Sometimes you only need to disconnect from the screen for a while. And when you do, you may discover that the real world has been waiting for your attention all along.